DJ Dirty Dangles here. Got my boy, Grimm. Interview was supposed to happen on that underground shit, but you know what? It fell off. So we're doing our own interview here today. So we got a couple of questions. You guys posted your questions on Facebook and Twitter. We're gonna go ahead and go through those one at a time here. The first question I have is from David Kennedy. Who were 3 hip-hop artists you were inspired by starting out, and how did you go about defining your own sound from that influence?
So, I don't know, as far as being inspired by somebody, man, like, you know, I came up with my own shit. I always listened to Tupac and shit like that. But when I heard Tech Nine and how he does the harmonizing and the musical shit that he does, yeah, that really spoke to me, and I kind of took influence from that. And then, you know, of course, there was Vinnie Paz and R.A. the Rugged Man and those types of motherfuckers. You know, combo. Is that 3?
That's 3.
Go fuck yourself.
Big Rilla asked, "What up, Rilla? How much whiskey is too much whiskey?"
Big Rilla asked that.
Big Rilla asked that.
Big Rilla, I think, has watched me drink too much whiskey. I don't know. Too much whiskey is when my legs stop working. I think. You know, there's a lot of times where I drink a whole shitload of whiskey and my brain stops working, but my body keeps going. You don't wanna see me in that state. That's when I just fight people for no reason.
That's what we call a screensaver.
Yeah, my friends have dubbed that screensaver because the computer is still on, but there's no programs running.
We'll definitely remember that.
Yeah.
Next question is from Mark Ortiz.
Mark Ortiz.
Dear Gutter, with the loss of the great horror director Wes Craven yesterday, my question to you would be if there is a director who has made any films that has inspired any of your music, and if so, who is that motherfucker?
That motherfucker. Yo, Wes Craven was dope, man. Fucking rest in peace. Definitely. You know, we all grew up on Nightmare on Elm Street, and Scream, and all that shit, man. Wes Craven was the man. You know, I definitely watch a shitload of movies, and horror movies are really fucking awesome. You know, when I gain influence from a movie, it's because of something fucking, you know, something impressive that sticks in my head. You know, when I wrote the song Catharsis, I wrote the line that said, I was born in the dark, you arrived in the depth, arise to the challenge, climb from the caverns. You know, that came from when I watched that most recent Batman motherfucker.
Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises from Christopher Nolan. You know, and you know, granted that might have been not everybody's favorite Batman movie, but like that whole thing stuck with me. When, you know, Bane, that was his spot. And Batman just happened to show up there and had to fucking find his way out.
They should have done the Venom Bane, but you know what? We'll leave it alone.
Okay.
Alright. So John Oseki writes, currently, who would you say your top 3 horrorcore artists, who are your top 3 horrorcore artists and why?
Horrorcore artists.
There's only one genre, and that's horror punk, and that's Misfits.
Horrorcore artists. You know, I'll tell you what, man. A lot of horrorcore artists honestly disappoint me, and you know that's just the way it is, man. I see a lot of horrorcore, and these motherfuckers, they wanna see how dark they can say something, or how far they want to push that limit. They want to act like they're serial killers or whatever, man. But they don't honor the craft, man. It's like at the end of the day, we're rappers, regardless of what genre we want to do. You know, if you're gonna be a rapper, man, be good at it. If you're not good at it, then I'm not gonna fuck with you, man. That being said, there's some horrorcore motherfuckers that I do fuck with, man. Like Playboy the Beast, you know, he's a tight motherfucker. You know, yeah, I got some people out of Florida that are great, like Fetus and shit. But I mean, honestly, there's a lot of horrorcore people that really don't fucking impress me at all.
Okay.
And you know what? If you don't like it, make a better song.
Go
Fuck you.
shit a brick.
Fuck you.
Sean Mastrier writes, "What's the best whiskey in the game?"
Oh, jeez. I probably don't know what the best whiskey in the game is. You know, I love whiskey. That's my favorite beverage. You know, if I'm gonna be drinking, you know, I barely even drink beer anymore. You know, I'll drink anything. You know, my neighbor brought over two bottles of gin the other night. I drank that shit. My favorite whiskey is probably Crown Royal, Jameson. You know, there's a lot of Irish whiskey that's real good. Jameson, Bushmills, Tullamore Dew. You know, I don't know what the best whiskey in the game is because I don't have money to buy the best. I drink Seagram 7 every night. It's the poor man's Crown Royal.
Get the job done. Gets the job done. James Stratton never fucking shuts up. Writes, with Kanye running in 2020, who do you think his vice president will be? I'm hoping for T-Pain, so entire debates are auto-tuned.
James asked that. I don't fuck with politics a lot, man. I'm a convicted felon. I cannot vote. That being said, you should vote. If you've ever said that weed can be legal or should be legal and you haven't voted for it, then you're a fucking idiot. Like, for real, you're a fucking asshole for that. I can't vote. If Kanye does run, though, I think his running mate should be a hologram of Rick James.
I'm not voting for that motherfucker at all. At all.
They could run on the Super Freak ticket. Super Freak!
Yeah, you get it. Christian Castillo writes, which rock and or metal bands influenced you?
Which influenced me? So, when I was a teenager, White Zombie was my favorite fucking band ever. White Zombie, Pantera, Acid Bath. Acid Bath is so good.
That was good. Dax Riggs. Yo.
Motherfucker. You know, nowadays, you know, I still listen to a ton of metal. Lamb of God is amazing.
Yep.
In Flames. The Black Dahlia Murder.
Abysmal's coming out September 19th.
Behemoth. Their last album, The Satanist, was fucking amazing. Battlecross. Their last album was amazing. Produced by Jason Sukoff, my boy out there at Audio Hammer Studios. Fucking heavy metal is beautiful, man, if you know where to look.
Yo. Danny Burkhart writes, Grimm, when are you, Rella, and Jimmy Knox coming up to the 406 to spread the word of the scumbag?
406, that's Montana. I know Jimmy and Big Rella were just up in Montana not too long ago. You know, I hope to join them up there one day. You know, fucking holler at Big Rella. You know, fucking let's see where we can go. we're working on a Florida tour right now. Everything else beyond that, let's see what happens.
Sounds good.
Holler at Big Rella.
All right. Jeanette Sarando writes, "Why are you such a dark motherfucker? Why are you such a dark motherfucker,
Why am I
Grimm?"
such a dark motherfucker? Jeanette, really? Jeanette knows me. She knows I'm just a goofball. I'm a dark motherfucker because I see everything, how shitty it is, and how dark our world is, and that's what I talk about. Is just, I don't know, everything kind of sucks. Just, try and have fun while you're here.
Descendant said it best. Everything sucks today.
Yeah, good luck.
There you go. Gloom.
Were scumbags allowed to ask these questions?
You said anybody.
All right.
Gloom writes, "E tu brute."
Yeah, I don't speak Portuguese. Next.
That's Latin, but we'll let that slide.
Next.
Johnny Green Thumb writes, "Grimm, what is his biggest inspiration besides musical influences that made you want to become an artist?"
That's a great question. No, everything is ugly, man. Fucking.
I think you had a couple of movies and.
What? Shut up, man. You don't know me. What I write about is like we as a race, as a species, man, we're built on just destroying each other and just being ugly to one another in general. And it really sucks that that's a fact, but it really is, man. If you look around at everybody, that's why fucking these horrible people exist. That's why rich people control everything. That's why racism still exists. It's because everybody's fucking terrible. We're all terrible. We're all part of the problem. Everybody can go fuck themselves.
That's pretty true. Pretty true. David Brown the fourth says, "What do you think about Hobson saying he'll put out 500,000 up against any one crew group, saying that they can make a doper track than him?"
Did you hear about that shit?
I haven't heard about that shit because fuck Hobson.
So what Hobson did is, he basically said he put up $500,000 against any rap crew out there that would go against him and make like a doper track. And I know there's crews in the underground, our crew included, that could probably go toe to toe with Funk Volume. But he put that shit up against everybody. That's not just including people like Scumbag Worldwide. We could put Jimmy Knox against fucking what's that stoner fucker's name? And then we could put fucking Tommy Guns of the Dark One against Jaron Benton. We could put Grim Gutter against Hobson. And we might make a doper track. We might not. I don't know. Those guys, I've been fans of them for a while, and that's fine. But to put your ego up there with your money is ugly, man. That's what I hate most about hip hop, is everybody's fucking ego. On our best day, I bet we can school those motherfuckers, but they're putting it up against anybody. That means shady records. That means strange music. That means anybody.
Fuck Psychopathic.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, fuck Psychopathic. Jimmy Knox, what up, man? We got a couple of questions from him, and he writes, "Dear Grimothy Guttersworth," it's him. It is word on the streets that you can fit a whole lot of goons in the Lincoln. Exactly how many goons are you talking?
So, I mean, we talk about in the trunk as well. I mean, we can get some goons in the Lincoln.
Trust you can fit a lot of goons in the Lincoln.
Don't get rolled up on.
Second question, Coke or Pepsi?
Royal Crown Cola.
Fuck your question. What is your opinion on horrorcore?
That's a weird question. I don't like the stigma that's came with horrorcore. I like making dark music. I like making ugly music, but there's so many people out here that try and make music, that try and be
Shock value.
Killers with their shock value and shit. And it pisses me off, man, because a lot of these motherfuckers base their whole skill set on shock value and none of it on the actual art of hip hop, man. Like, you know, everybody can talk about killing and shit. Everybody can do whatever, but you know, are you really skillful at it? Are you really making good music? You know, at the end of the day, most of them aren't, and it bothers me. You know, because I like putting my all into every song that I make, and when I hear people, you know, and it's not even hate, man. When I hear people that are getting successful and they're making garbage ass music, dude, it's bothersome because, you know, it's dumbing down the audience at that. I want to continue making dark music, but I want people to understand what good music is at the same time.
Coming from the bottom of his soul. It is. So we still got more from Jimmy here.
How many questions did fucking Jimmy ask?
Jimmy got a lot.
Come on.
So Jimmy also writes, how long have you been growing your beard?
I grow my beard every day. I shave it every morning, and it just grows back just by the afternoon.
That's a luscious beard right there.
That's how it does, man. I don't have any control over this thing.
Jimmy also writes, what is your opinion on Young Thug?
I mean, he's not as terrible as Fetty Wap, but
Fetty Wap has one eye, well, two eyes, but one's nah.
One's fucked up. I'd rate both of them, I guess.
Jimmy also writes, how often do you trim your toenails?
I know where that's going for. That's a loaded question. Never. Why you have to trim your toenails? Right. I'm just gonna wait for you to chew them off, Jimmy.
Fuck that shit. We got one more from Jimmy. Jimmy says, is it true your blood is composed of purely whiskey?
Yes.
And are you really a master of the shillelagh, or is that a urban myth?
Yes, both. Yes to both.
Both.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna cut that in half.
My blood is pure whiskey, and if you wanna take a drink, you know, we can make that happen. I got some stuff in the trunk.
We got you. All right. Last question is from Elijah Rentas. Oak barrel aged whiskey or newfangled pasteurized whiskey in a can? What's better and heartier to drink? They made fucking whiskey in a can? Says who?
So Elijah Rentas, that's J Hex. That's the J Hex project. He's a monster, and I appreciate everything that man does. That being said, whiskey in a can is for fucking assholes.
Right here first.
I appreciate everybody's questions. We were supposed to have another interview tonight, you know, on Wicked Underground Radio or whatever the fuck it was, you know, but that didn't happen due to technical difficulties, which is just another chapter in my book. But I appreciate everybody asking me questions, and y'all take it easy. Have a good night.
Thanks for coming through, guys. You take care. This has been my boy Grimm once again. Yo, go pick up Day of Darkness. It's out now across all of the internet streams, iTunes Radio, Spotify. Go pick that shit up. $4. You can afford that.
Check out everything else on scumbagworldwide.com. Holler at me.
Yo.